When I say Mario, what comes to mind? Is it this? Or is it this? Or maybe it's this.
You're now watching Vindo.
It's the late 90s, you're a kid, and your mom takes you to your local video store. You've been deeply ingrained in the world of Nintendo games, playing Mario 3 on the NES as much as you can. You stumble across the S section of movies, and one catches your eye. Super Mario Bros. A Mario movie? This is almost unreal. You plug it into the built-in VCR of your 12-inch CRT television in your bedroom, and before you know it, a spectacle of action taking place over a Blade Runner-esque set flashes before your eyes. And you love it. Because it's Mario. And you know it's Mario because it said so. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, the original from 1993, is an interesting case which ended up being the blueprint for how not to adapt a film. On-set turmoil and constant rewrites were just some of the factors that laid the foundation for this box office bomb. This movie is full of odd choices. Dennis Hopper is doing these hilarious little T-Rex arms, but only like half the time he's on screen. The studio passed on casting Tom Hanks. They had him, and then they said no. And then there's scenes like this. But at its heart, there's something in there that tries to tell an interesting story that twists what we knew at the time about Mario. For the younger viewers, it's hard to imagine, but Mario wasn't always, "It's me, Mario." He was more of a,
"Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, eh, Luigi?"
For nearly a third of Mario's existence, most of his identity was based on Captain Lou Albano's interpretation of the character in the 1980s Super Mario Bros. Super Show. It was this show that solidified the brothers as Italian-American plumbers from Brooklyn that found their way to the Mushroom Kingdom through a magic pipe. While the 1993 movie is a staggeringly different take on the source material, you can see the seeds of Mario still there. Two brothers, struggling plumbers from Brooklyn, travel to a bizarre new land to save a princess from a tyrannical ruler. Its setting of Dino Hatton seems to even be a twisted take on Dinosaur Land from the then newly released Super Mario World. But while the pieces were there, the full product failed to come together in a way that captivated audiences. Whether it was its weak story, the meandering tone, or the severe contrast to the games it was based on, critics panned the movie, and Nintendo's relationship with Hollywood was burned for nearly 30 years. Nintendo was cautious when trying again in a major motion picture, making the correct choice and choosing for their next attempt to be fully animated. Illumination Super Mario Bros. Movie feels like the antithesis of its predecessor in almost every way possible, almost to the point where it feels like the production team watched the original and said,
"Alright, don't do that."
While the 1993 original chose to twist the source material into something dark and gritty, the new film embraces the colorful world that is the Mushroom Kingdom, bringing it to life as authentically as possible. Locations and characters from throughout Mario's nearly 40-year history are represented with care and attention to detail, even down to the musical score. The only thing the two movies really have in common is Mario and Luigi coming from Brooklyn. That's it. Not even a passing reference that I found in a movie chock full of references. I guess you could argue that Spike is the new film's equivalent to Scapelli, but no one says his name begrudgingly a comical amount of times.
Scapelli.
So it doesn't count. Apart from their call to action, these two movies are completely different. But some critics feel that in many ways, the new film has fallen into similar pratfalls as the 1993 original. While focusing on genuinely adapting the source material to the screen, sometimes it feels like the plot forgot how to movie. A lot of the needle drops or licensed music used outside of Mario music in the original score felt severely out of place. The movie moves at such a breakneck speed, not allowing itself to develop any genuine arcs or flesh out a lot of its characters. But maybe that's okay. For a lot of people, especially kids who, let's face it, they're the target audience, just seeing some of their favorite gaming moments come to life on the big screen is enough. In some ways, I envy the children of this generation, getting to grow up with a feature film that so faithfully brings to life all of the joy and wonder that is Mario. When I was a kid, finding the Mario movie felt like unlocking some sort of secret. A film held under lock and key that sorta resembled the games you played, but didn't fully come together. But now with this new movie, kids will have this as available to them as any other top-performing animated film. Some say that the movie plays like an hour-and-a-half long commercial, but at the end of the day, that's what it's supposed to be. Something to entice you to play more Mario. It's not a perfect movie, not every joke lands, and sometimes the casting feels very distracting, but it does have... and just about everything else you could think of when I say Mario. Well, just about everything.
You know, it just don't get no better than this.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more about the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, I recommend visiting the Super Mario Bros. Movie archive at smbmovie.com. The team behind this website has curated the best resources of behind-the-scene details ranging from scripts to merchandise, and you won't be disappointed if you check them out. They're currently working on restoring an extended work print of the film, upscaling and remastering deleted scenes to make a true extended edition. I also suggest Gaming Historian's video on the production of the film if you would like a brief visual depiction of the events that led to what was eventually released. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Sasso Studios for cameoing. What did you guys think of this new Super Mario Bros. Movie? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're new here, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you had a good time. I release new content monthly, and I'll be returning to streaming on Fridays soon, so be sure to turn on those notifications so you don't miss out. With all that said, I'ma love ya, I'ma miss ya. Thank you again for watching. Take care.
Next time, Vindo uses the Force and dives deep into what we love about Star Wars. Next time on Vindo.